Hi there, Cooper here from Ray Olson Family Financial Planning with another Money Guide Pro tip. So, what I want to do today is focus on another budget tool, and it's actually not this budget tool that I went through earlier. If you remember correctly, this is a budget tool offered through Yodlee. What I want to focus on today is actually a budget tool offered through Money Guide Pro themselves. So to access this budget tool, you go into this My Plans at the top page, and then you click on this budget with the little piggy bank. And what this is, and what differentiates it from the Yodlee option, is this works and operates essentially like an Excel spreadsheet. So all of you, I'm sure, are familiar with Excel spreadsheets and budgeting tools and all of that stuff. But this is just like that, manual entries, easy customization, and then it also has these reports as well, and that kind of what differentiates itself from those Excel spreadsheets. Sorry. So this landing page, this is kind of just a quick synopsis on how the spreadsheet or worksheet works. We don't really need to go into it now because that's what we're doing in the video. But if you do have any questions, this is a good resource to read through and look through. To access the spreadsheet, you just go and push this worksheet button, and this will bring up the budget. So what's unique about this is actually you can create multiple different budgets. So you can create a current budget, and that can kind of operate as a monthly goal budget. And then you can use an alternative budget, and that can operate as like the actual numbers that you spend in the month. So that makes comparison really easy. You can also, as you can see right here with the retirement, you could make a goal for a retirement budget and try to plan that out accordingly as well. Right now, we're going to stick with current and alternative. And in order to customize this to your needs, what you'll do is just click on all these tabs, and that will open up your employment income as well as all of your expenses. So in this, perfect, we have $15,000. Say in the month, we actually only brought in 14,000. And we actually also usually get a bonus every month. So I'm going to input that in as well. You see here, about $1,500 a month expected. And actually, we did great this month, and we actually got a little bit more, so about a $2,500 budget. If you want to add any other items, again, just utilize that Add Item tool. Next, once you're satisfied with the income section, then you can move on to the expenses. So it has a lot of pre-filled categories. So this personal and family expenses, a ton of different categories that you can pick from and allocate funds to. So my grocery budget, $1,500 a month. Say at the end of the month, we're looking at it and we're like, oh man, we went over. We actually spent $2,000. We can go ahead and add that in there. If there's any items or categories that are missing in this, go ahead and push that Add Item button again, and you can add an item. Next section in here is this personal insurance expenses section. And a lot of us have insurance, and typically those are monthly payments, premium payments. So we can go ahead and put those in the budget as well. The next section is the home section. What we recommend for here in the category is to actually put your address. So I'll just put 123 First Street. And then it will bring up all the typical, prototypical expenses that comes with owning a home. So you can go ahead and customize that as well. The last one in here is this vehicle. So we can go ahead and put in, I have my truck. So we're going to put that one in, and that's going to pre-populate all the vehicle related expenses as well. So once we have that, we're pretty set. The other option in here is this taxes button. And you can go about this two different ways. So one, you can put in the income section, you can put in your net after taxes take home pay. So if you were to do that, there's no need to include taxes in the budget. But if you were to use gross income up here, then it would make sense to include all of the taxes that you will be paying. Additionally, a lot of people own their own business or do a lot of freelance work. And so that's also another way to plan and track taxes. So you're not left with a huge tax bill at the end of the year. So once we're happy with all those expenses, we can go ahead and push save. And it is important to always push save. So any changes you make sure you put save. So then it will calculate all those numbers and it will present a consolidated view right here of just cumulative totals and how we were looking at. So in the income here, we made less in employment, but we actually were the same amount. So just for demonstration purposes, I'm actually going to knock this down to 12,000. And remember, I got to push the save button. So now we're in here and we can see quick cumulative totals. But as I was saying earlier, one of the really cool things about this budget tool is you can pull reports and make it really easy to view each month side by side, or the goal and the actual, and compare those two. So like I said, here's where we pull the spreadsheets. What you can do is you can select exactly what you want to do in here. So if you just want to review the report, you can go ahead and push that. If you want a basic summary of a couple budgets side by side, go ahead and do that. So we'll pull the current budget and alternative budget. And then lastly, we have a budget comparison report. This is really good. This is one of my favorite reports because it will show them all and then the difference, see if you're over, under, etc. So we'll also include that in here. Once you're happy with that, go ahead and push create report and it will pull up a nice PDF version that you can print easily and go and review. So here we have the budget summary, and that is a report, and that is just what you're aiming to do. So there's no really comparison, but then we move on to, see, we're still on the budget summary. Oh wait, looks like it didn't pull up. Hold on. So I wanna show this one primarily, so I'm gonna go into this one. So here we have the budget comparison, and like I said, really cool tool to be able to go in there and change. So in the alternative budget, $1,500. So you can see the difference right here. Here we have the income and then any expenses. Really easy. You can print it out if you like more hard copy stuff and review everything. And so that's about it for the budget spreadsheet. Like I said, it works just like a spreadsheet, a lot of manual entry, so it's not as automated as the other budget tool, but it does give you and offer more customization as well as reports that you can print and review on a monthly basis. So